Dandavad Pranam Maharaj.
Oh, Dandavad.
Hare Krishna, Dandavad Maharaj.
Haribo.
Devi. Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandavad Didi.
Dandavad Pranam Prabhu. Dandavad Pranam Didi.
Happy to see you. Dandavad Kicha Prabhu.
All very happy faces.
Thank you, Maharaj. We are happy or see to you and devotee.
Aye. Madhu, Vandana.
Yeah, Maharaj.
Aye, Vandana. Vandeham.
Vandeham
Sri Guru.
Shri Guru Sakshat Parakamala. Shri Guru
Shri Guru
Sakshat.
Namaskar Sacha.
Shri
Shri
Rupa
Rupam
Sagrayata.
Sagrayata. Sakaranatam Sajivam.
Sad.
Sadhutam Janasaitam Chaitanya Devam Radha
Radha.
Bhajanam Lalita Satam Jananjana Salakaya Chorunilitam Vaipasya Vaipri Guru Namaha Ya Sri Guru Varga Vandita Mahibhavanitaya Sada Vivapadaya Parampara Purvahita Prajara
Krite.
Vaidya Malani Devasya Nityantam Sampurvatam Sadaram Vande Sri Gurudevam Ananta Srila Acharya Varam Nijam
Purva Vista Supuratam Purvaina Yashita
Guru
Shambhu
Gaya Shishya
Shira
Sambhutam
Sinta Chitya
Sita Chita
Samasaveta
Samasaveda
Puna
Nipuram Sri
Nirupa
Rupa
Bhagavata
Bhavantam
Govinda Vidam Varam Paratarum
Varam Varam
Bhaktya
Tanum
Vidam
Bhaktyamrita
Sudaram
Sundaram
Ande Viswa Guru Shantiyo Bhagava Premo
Divya Bhagavata Premana Divya Pradam
Deva Diya Tarun
Divya
Sushanta
Tanam
Vadanam
Sambhavat
Balarkasena Sitam
Balaraka Chedam
Swadrananda Purasadekam
Sambhavananda
Vairagya Vijayavodi
Rajya Vidya Gojam
Sri Subhakti Lasitam
Danta
Saraswatanam
Salam
Bhaktatam
Salam
Subhadam
Sandekam Subhadam
Devosaram
Deka Saranam
Siddham
Jaya Sridharam
Sridhara
Sridharam
Shri
Siddhanta
Santa
Saraswati
Saraswati
Vidito Gaudiya
Gaudya
Muram
Gauranga
Bhaje Bato Vanuriva
Vaso
Bhavata Dagale
Namo Goda
Yugaudam Kirtane
Sankirtanaya
Maya
Maya
Maya Padam Giri
Dara
Girodharam
Gatina Dare
Nitya Divanimam
Krishna.
Krishna Prema
Krishna Prema
Supradigana
Supradigana
Sadamprava
Sadhana
Prabhutam
Prabhu
Bhaje
Samye
Oh,
Namo
Namo Gaura
Bhakishoraya
Kitoraya Bhakti
Adita
Bhakti
Murtaye Gaurangi
Gaurari
Brahmadikaya
Padmavaya
Rababa
Radha Bhava
Sevine
Sevane
Vande.
Bhakta Vinodakam Sri Gaura Shakti
Bhakti
Satsakam
Satraya Prajaya
Radha.
Radha Sudadini Raya Sita Sektai Jagayana Prabhuande
Vanshakar.
Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha
Panchatattva
Krishna
Bhaktarupam
Vattavataram Vikrayam Namami
Namami
Vikrashakti
Bhakti-Shaktikam
Namo
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 Mahavadanaya
Bhagavatanaya
Krishna
Prima Pradaya
Prabhavaya
Krishnaya Krishna
Krishnaya
Chaitanya
Krishna
Namani
Chaitanya
Gaura Namaha
Namo Gaura Krishna Namaha Jayata Surauta Pango
Chaitanya
Namamang
Saraswat
Namaterti Patasya Jam Yao
Radha Madana
Anao
Divya
Diya
Vrinda
Vrindaya
Jai
Padumala
Vrindavanaya
Sri Maranagar Sri
Padmanabhinaya
Hasana
Srimad
Sao
Ratnaya
Sri Gandharva
Sridharashamastu
Sri Govinda
Rati
Devao
Gandharva
Sri
Sri
Kalivi
Govinda
Sri
Dev
Manasami
Vishnavi Svanam Swami
Sri Maharasa Sami Bansi
Vrindavarakarambai
Varadara Stita
Gopinathapitaha
Darsam Venu Sahi
Vatsanya
Gopi
Sanye Gopi
Gopina
Gopinatha
Yetuna Ringayai Turasire Jai Ringayai Sevaya Sha Krishna
Krishna
Devaki
Bhakti
Namaste
Pari Satyavati
Satyavatai Namo Namaha
Namaha Atastana
Atastanamatram Guru
Mantram
Guru
Guru Guru
Bhagavatar
Sarvata
Tadam
Padam
Vyasa Guru
Nasajit
Bhava
Guru Tato Jaya
Tato
Mudirate
Jaya
Jai
Si Si
Nam
Guru
Puraya Gandharva
Parama
Puri
Govinda
Chandra Parapadam
Padma
Mujekya
Jaya Su Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Prabhu
Prabhu
Nityananda
Nityananda
Bhakta
Advaita Gadadara Sivasadi Gaura
Govinda Hare
Bhaktaranda
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Rama Rama Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare. Joy
Rama.
Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Acharya, Srila Bhakti Discount Santa Maharaj, Ki Jai.
Jai.
Giri Govardhan, Ki Jai. Amaveda Bhakti Jai. Glories to the assembled devotees, and glories to the worldwide devotees. Kor Premanandi, Hari Hari.
Hari Bol.
Jai
Hare
Vishnu
Hare Bol.
Paramahamsa Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj Ki Jai.
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 Okay. Let us read from Sri Prapanna-jivanamrtam. Jayo Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Satarasata Sri Sripad Bhakti Rakshak Shradev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Sri Sri Prapanna-jivanamrtam Ki Jai.
Jai.
We're reading from text chapter 9, text 50 and 51. Sarva jiva vataranam apyatma swarupa swayam rupa raja kishora eva sakala swarupa vritti rasa samahara madhurya bhavena shruti smriti Pita pati devatadi nista parityagenaiva kat kridha putalakar iva ajivai kama rupanugatina vajraniya nikila klesha dustasura samajapati putradi bayat sa rakshishati eva. Now verses from that was Sridhara Maharaj's commentary, and then the verses from the Srimad Bhagavatam. Tasmatvam udvatoshrya chodhanam prati chodhanam pravritti na nivritti pravritti cha nivritti cha shrotavyam shrutam evacha. Shrutameva cha. Mam ekam eva sharanam atmanam sarva dehinam yahi sarvatma bhavena maya sya yakulo bhaya. Translations. Sridhara's commentary. The original form of the Lord is Brajakishore, the adolescent cowherd boy of Vrindavan. And he is the soul of all souls and of all incarnations of God as well. Actually, forsaking the Vedic and allied scriptural injunctions of allegiance to husband and venerable persons headed by the demigods, one should, as the soul's pursuit and divine consorthood, the natural aggregate of all devotional mellows, follow the path of aspiring for union with that transcendental cowherd, exclusive for his transcendental pleasures, and serve him in pure devotion like a play doll in his hands. He unfailingly protects one from the fear of all tribulation, demons, society, husband, son, and family. So the Bhagavatam verse says, O Uddhava, totally abandoning the precepts of religiosity incited by the Vedas and corroborated by the Smriti scriptures, rejecting all injunctions and prohibitions, either well known or yet to be known, take exclusive refuge in me, the soul of all beings, Sri Krishna, the sweet absolute. When you can do that with every mellow of your heart, you will be situated in my heart and thus not threatened from any quarter. So we read in the Bhagavatam, there's so many people, so many demons and others are trying to attack Krishna and the Vrajabasis, and yet Krishna is protecting them at every time. None can defeat him. So in this way, Krishna is showing us that if we take complete shelter in him, then we are protected. We'll be protected from all other non-Krishna influences. Influences that are not directed toward Krishna, toward Krishna's pleasure. So Sridhara tells here, he says, he unfailingly protects one from the fear of all tribulation, demons, society, husband, son, and family. In the modern society, even the family members, even the spouses, the family members, everyone is fighting, fighting with one another. devotees always pray that, dear Lord, I have no shelter. There's no place I can put my trust, my faith. I have no shelter in any place in this world. No shelter. Because if you don't give me your mercy, then what can I do? I have nothing to hold on to. Your mercy is all the only hope that I have in a world of hopelessness, in a world of temporality, a fleeting existence. Everything is going to perish by the influence of time. And what can I permanently cling to? When devotee finds himself in that situation, in this material world, then the only hope that he has is the mercy. He prays only for the mercy of the Lord. Something completely outside the due karma or influences, rewards or punishments, whatever may be in this world. The only thing that they can look forward to is the mercy of the Lord. The only sure, stable influence in his life. But that requires faith, strong faith. To have faith in that in that mercy, to have faith in the existence, first of all, of Krishna. And to trust in his love, his mercy, and his compassion, his graciousness, and his ability to take care of whatever concerns we may have. That's the nature of surrender. This book, Prapanna-jivanamrtam. What is the nature of the surrender is being described here. All other sources of shelter are not sufficient. Only the shelter of the Supreme Lord. However that may come. Krishna sends his mercy to us through his devotees. We connect with them, with Krishna through his devotees. Then we have some hope of getting out of our attachments to the material world and get some footing, some life in the transcendental service world. Where we can find a fulfillment of all desires. We can't stop desiring. Desire is part of life. Means what desire means life. Rocks don't desire anything. Huh? It's only people, living entities, have desires. Desire means life. So desire is always there. But the fulfillment of desire What is that that will fulfill our desires? And Krishna is telling us in the Shastra, the scriptures, and by his own experience, by his own pastimes, that comes in relationship with him, the center. And yeah, that is a practice, that is a process of Bhakti Yoga, a devotional life, of devotional service. It's how to make that connection, how to fulfill one's desires to the highest degree by serving. We think that by taking service, we become happy. By becoming a master, we can become happy. But that only brings us down to the material world. To become the enjoyer of this world only brings us down into attachment to the material world. But here, like I said, it was all temporary. So real fulfillment can't come there. But if we look upward for our master, instead of being master, look upward to our master and to become servant, then a whole new consciousness, a whole new world opens up to us. And there, Krishna promises, our happiness can be fulfilled. All right, text 52. Jivanam Chakya Bhakti Bhakti Deva Tantarapti Smihanam Griyat Vitas Sri Krishnanud Katayamaya Jivanam Eva Nitya Swarupa Siddhatad Antaranga Sri Rupanuga Bhajana Pari Karatvam Sampadyate. And then the verse from the Bhagavatam is Martyo Yada Tyakta Samasta Karma Ivedi Tatma Vichikrit Krishito Be Tadatmi Tatvam Prapanna-jivanamrtam Mamatma Bhuyaya Prakalpate Vai. And Sridhara remarks on this verse, utterly abandoning desire for worldly enjoyment or liberation, or the desire to become one of the demigods, the souls who embrace the service of Sri Krishna realize their eternal divine identity and attain confidential servitude to the Lord, gaining admission into the group of his followers of the group of the followers of Sri Rupa Goswami. Then, and the verse is, and the Bhagavatam says, when the mortal being gives up all worldly attempts, completely offers himself to me, and acts exclusively according to my desire, he attains to the state of nectar, or positive immortality. He is then accepted he becomes qualified to enjoy the acme of divine ecstasy, united with me as my family member. So Krishna is giving an invitation, very nice invitation. Why don't we accept that? Why doesn't everyone accept that? Huh? Krishna is giving an invitation, beautiful invitation. Here, come on, come with me. You can have a great time. You can be ecstatic, huh? Immortal, everything. You can have everything that you never dreamed of and more. Then why don't you accept? What's wrong with you? Yeah. The freedom, the free will of the living entity is there. Because of ignorance, basically, he doesn't understand what to do with that free will. He chooses the wrong thing due to habit, conditioning. We get used to doing things in a certain way and having certain types of energy and certain types of activities. And so when we're asked to change, make some change like this, even by Krishna, by God himself, we feel some difficulty. Remember when Jesus was being crucified by the people, he looked at them very compassionately and said, Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing. There's the problem. They don't know what they're doing. People think they know what they're doing, but they don't know what they're doing. We say that prayer, Om Ajnati Mirandasya. My spiritual masters opened my eyes with the knowledge, transcendental knowledge. People don't realize they're blind. They have no idea where they're going. They're blind and they're fumbling around, tripping again and again in this world, making so many mistakes, going in the wrong direction, seeking the wrong things, and becoming unhappy and in very severe ways. We're suffering very much. So the problem of ignorance is there. And that's why the living entity doesn't take up the wonderful invitation being given by the Supreme Lord. So then what to do? That's called mercy. Even these people are so stupid, even nobody accepts. Nobody understands the great opportunity Krishna is giving. And the only thing you can give them is mercy. Be merciful. And what is that mercy? Give them a chance again and again. Give them another chance, another chance, another chance. Never stop opening up or giving the invitation to them. That is the mercy. Always giving the chance. Jeev Jago, Jeev Jago. Wake up, living entity, wake up. Hear the message of Mahaprabhu. Hear the message of Supreme Lord Krishna. And accept that invitation. And just to accept the process, without even having the goal, just to accept the process of coming to that stage of transcendental loving service of the Krishna. It's already Kevala Ananda Kanda. You know that song? Parama Karuna? One line that says Kevala Ananda Kanda means it is simply joyful. This process is simply joyful, simply wonderful. Kevala Ananda Kanda. So the goal is wonderful, and the process for getting to that goal is also wonderful. So what's not to accept? What's not to accept? Hare
Krishna.
Text number 53. Swapriya parikarena vinashi bhagavato pyatma satayam ap yana bilashaha. From the Bhagavatam, Aham Atmanam Ashashe Madbhaktahai Sadhubhir Vida Shriyan Chatyantikam Brahman Yesam Apatir Aham Para. Sridhara tells on this verse, even the Supreme Lord does not wish to lead a life without the company of his beloved associates. The Bhagavata verse says, O best of the Brahmins, without the company of those sadhus, for whom I alone am the only shelter, I desire neither the bliss of my own nature nor my eternal six opulences. So this is telling that even in his own grandeur, his own divine nature, his own divine bliss, Krishna is not satisfied with that without his devotees. What to speak of his devotees without Krishna? Devotees can find any joy in any type of living situation, any situation within their lives, however opulent or wonderful it may be, they feel nothing, no happiness in that without the connection with Krishna, service connection with Krishna. Nothing can satisfy the devotees without their connection with Krishna, and nothing can please Krishna without his connection with his devotees. It's reciprocal. is like whole and part. The whole and the part. The part can't be a part unless it's part of a whole. And the whole can't be a whole unless it's made up of parts. So each depends upon the other. Whole depends upon the parts, and the parts depend upon the whole to be what they are. And the same thing with Krishna and his devotees. This supreme sweetness, the ecstasy of life, comes from relationship. Love. Love is an exchange between two. Sridhara once said, we can live without so many things. Renunciation, we can live without so many things, but it's not possible to live without love. How do those rishis who live in the mountains, the yogis, without anyone, how do they maintain their lives? So renounced. Don't they have any love for anyone or anything? There must be something they are relating to or in relationship with that is giving them satisfaction and joy. Otherwise, they couldn't be there. They couldn't do those things. So that joy of Brahman is there also. To know oneself as spirit, even the impersonal Brahman, there must be some attachment, some joy in that experience, that they are feeling some satisfaction in that relationship or non-relationship, whatever you want to call it, with Brahman. But that kind of joy is like hell for a devotee because they cannot experience the type of joy of relationship with Krishna. That had nothing to do with material relationships, but is like material relationships. Just as people are attracted to material relationships because they're getting some joy from that, some love from that. And the renunciates are getting some joy from the Brahman, relation to the Brahman. But the joy the devotees have in relationship with Krishna is far beyond all of those other types of enjoyment or pleasure, far beyond, unimaginable to those of the material or the renunciation, world of renunciation. Just like pigs, they enjoy so much sucking on stool. They think, oh, nice, here's some nice stool for me to eat. And they are enjoying that. And they think that is wonderful. That is their heaven. So there may be different types of enjoyment, but some is far superior to the others. Text number 54. Ananya bhajanam meva Sri Bhagavato Bhaktanam Cha Parasparam Tyagas Tyagas Sahane Karanam. The text from Srimad Bhagavatam. Ye Daragara Putrapta Pranam Vitam Imam Param Itva Mam Sharanam Yata Katam Tams Tyaktam Utsahe. Sridhar's comment. In exclusive devotion, the Supreme Lord and his devotees cannot tolerate each other's separation. On the Bhagavatam it says they have left home, son, wife, relatives, wealth, life, this world, the next world, just to surrender to me. How can I ever dream of leaving them?
Liar.
Hmm?
Liar.
So he's talking here about the gopis. They leave everything to come to Krishna. They hold nothing higher, no higher aspiration than to be with Krishna. Their highest, no other aspiration is higher than that. When that happens, of course, separation is intolerable. With that type of relationship between the Lord and his devotees, separation becomes intolerable. Of course, somehow it occurs. Huh? Mahaprabhu shows what happens when there is some separation. What happens? His body becomes distorted. His mind becomes crazy. Yeah? His life becomes bitter. Yet, even in that separation, the Lord can experience some highest pleasure, transcendental pleasure. It is not like an ordinary life, ordinary separation. Now that difficult for us to understand. How even separation can bring joy. It's transcendental ecstasy. Now love and union and separation. Both thesis and antithesis. Wherever there is thesis, there is antithesis. Union and separation both are connected with the highest transcendental pleasure. So that's not something that the mind can understand. That's not something the intelligence can deal with. That's something only a devotee can know, how that happens, how that's possible. Only those who are engaged in devotion can ever understand those things. Otherwise, it's adhokshaja. Adhokshaja means beyond any conception, finite conception, be able to deal with. Only the devotee who has given his heart can understand how that's possible. So that's why on the altar We worship Mahaprabhu and Radha and Krishna. We have Mahaprabhu and we also have Radha and Krishna. Why? Because it's the same thing. Love and separation, Mahaprabhu, and love and union, Radha and Krishna. Transcendentally the same, although different. Achintya Bheda Bheda Tattva. The same and different. Its finer details cannot be understood by the mind or by the intellect. This is the secret known only to the devotees. Only those who have faith and love in Krishna, they can experience and understand. What is that? How is that possible? To the mundane mind, it seems impossible how they can be the same. Because we are looking for enjoyment. How can you enjoy if you're separate? Yeah? You can enjoy when there's union, but how do you enjoy when there's separation? So they're basing everything on this material world on enjoyment. But a devotee doesn't have a relationship of enjoyment with the Lord, and neither does the Lord have a relationship with his devotees on the basis of enjoyment. Well, it's all based on service, giving pleasure to the beloved. And there they feel. That's always possible. In separation, they don't stop. They go, oh, my Lord, you're not here. I'm not going to serve you anymore. I'm going to forget about you. Huh. Hell with you. You're not coming to me. Then I divorce. In the material world, it's like that. Not coming to me, then I divorce this person. Cancel culture, they call it. I cancel you. The spiritual world is not like that, because it's not based on enjoyment. It's based on service, giving satisfaction, giving pleasure.
Last week?
So if the devotee thinks, huh?
Last week or the week before, you told about Bhoktaram Yajya Tapasam.
No. So even in separation, devotee thinks, my dear Lord, if it makes you happy not to have me in your presence, then I am happy. Huh? Mahaprabhu said, Ashli Shiva Paradatam Parashtanam Adarshanam Mahatam Karotuva. Even if you don't show yourself to me, even if you crush me by your embrace, by holding me so tightly, you crush all of my bones. You are free to do whatever you want, because I'm here to serve you. I'm here to serve your pleasure. I don't look upon you to serve my pleasure. You're already giving me everything. We don't have to ask for anything. The fact that we exist, that we live, is all his mercy already. He has given everything. And we want to give in return something. So their love and separation don't change the heart of the devotee. They only increase the affection, the affectionate relationship. It's all good. Krishna is all good, you see. One more verse. Text 55. Madhura rasasyaiva Sri Hari avasi karane mukyatvam tadradishta tadradishti tadradishtasya darshanam eva sampurna darshanam. Maya nirbandha hridaya. So this is the verse from Bhagavatam. Maya nirbandha hridaya sarva samadarshana vase kurvanti mam atya sat sriya sat paranyata patim pata. I've got to change my glasses. They're not working anymore. My eyesight changing. So the meaning from Srila Maharaj's commentary is divine consorthood is the principal subduer of Sri Hari, and the vision of those who adopt it is perfect and complete. And the Bhagavatam verse says, as a chaste wife charms her virtuous husband, the sadhus of poised vision who adore me with all their hearts similarly charm me by the influence of their love. Just as the husband is very pleased by the chastity of the wife, the loyalty of the wife, so Krishna is pleased by his devotees. They desire nothing else but him and remain faithful and focus upon his satisfaction without diverting their energy or attention anywhere else. This Sharanagati. In the mood of Madhurya Ras. Madhurya Ras is this total emotional, emotional, intellectual, physical, whatever it may be, total absorption, dedication. Madhurya, that's that. Madhurya means sweet. This is the sweetest relationship.
Madhava also means sweet.
Not Madhava.
There's Madhurya?
Madhu. Madhava means Madhu. Madhurya means Madhu. Madhu is honey.
Huh.
Sweetness. Okay. What do you say? Anything? Any comment, question?
Only Maharaj, only lot separación, ¿no? Lot in separation. Thesis, antithesis. But I think lot in separation, thesis, antithesis. But Gurudev, in this case, you is synthesis. That's it. Lot separation, but we are great heart Gurudev, que es síntesis.
Love, not love, but union. Union and separation. Both are love. Union and separation. These are antitheses. Both are love, however. Yes, with Gurudev, we are reminded of Krishna through Gurudev. Krishna comes to us in the form of Gurudev to connect with us at our level where we can connect with him. He comes for our sake as Guru because that is our level of realization. We can't relate anything higher than that. And there is nothing higher than that. In Gurudev, we can find a connection with Krishna appearing as an ordinary person, apparently. So in the Christian world, they say, man is made in the image and likeness of God. Man is made in the image and likeness of God. So when we are feeling very deep separation from Krishna, longing for Krishna, Krishna sends himself, comes himself to us in the form of Guru. Yasya prasada bhagavat prasada. Our separation from Krishna may be so strong, and he sends to help us out of compassion for us. He sends us his own representative, his own expansion, actually. Depending on our realization, we can see Guru in many different ways. But that is his mercy. That is how he extends his mercy to us through the devotees, through Guru. And sometimes Guru disappears also. Then what? And then again,
Gurudev, Gurudev, always lie in or here. You know, go never. You lie forever in here.
yes, our remembrance. So we also experience separation when Guru disappears, but there's a remembrance. There's something that remains. Chaitanya Guru, the impression that Guru has left in our heart, that remains with us. And so those who can remember, who have a deep, so much affection, they can remember Guru, even if he is not present, and always carrying out the order, the desire of their Guru, carrying out the things that he has said, following that. And that way we can always keep remembrance. I remember Prabhupada, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. The devotees once asked him, why don't you go to the Samadhi Mandir of your Gurudev at the yoga pit? This is when Prabhupada was in Mayapur. They asked him, why don't you go to see your Gurudev at the yoga pit? Prabhupada did not go there. And so he's told, he said, I have never feel apart from my Guru. He is always with me because I'm carrying out his order. I'm carrying out his order, so I feel he is always there directing me, very close to me. I don't need any place extra to go outside. So it's possible that by serving Gurudev, by being surrendered to the satisfying, pleasing Gurudev, he may become so close to us that we don't even feel separation. So these are the secrets, the secrets of devotional life.
Ay, Gurudev.
Jai. Jai Vishnupad Padmahamsa, Srila Bhakti Rakshak Srila Dev-Goswami Maharaj ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai
Jai.
Prabhupada Srila Gurudev, Srila Acharya, Srila Santa Maharaj ki Jai.
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 Srila Bhaktivinoda ki Jai, Go Premanandi.
Hari
Hari
Bol.
Bol.
Jai Vishnupad Paramahamsa Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj ki Jai.
My love to you.
Hari Bol.
Happy.